Hello and welcome. I'm gonna try to make live or semi-live a Linux server to redistribute streaming to different stream sites. I'm gonna use Nginx with an RTMP edition for that on a Raspberry Pi. I'm not a Linux king, so but maybe that's good to for people that are not Linux kings as well. I'm gonna try to tunnel this also to Facebook with the secure connection. It's gonna be maybe a long video, but I hope you will follow me. I will try to cut it short wherever I can. So welcome to Creative with Tech. So first thing we're gonna do is actually I'm gonna install the system. So Raspberry Pi Linux. I'm gonna do it the old way. Let's see, downloads. I'm gonna download this image. I like the image installer, not the old installer. So we go to Light, download the zip file. So the zip file is getting downloaded. Then I will connect my card that I have as well. Let's see what happens. Oh, I forgot. Yes. I'm actually using a Zoom recorder as a external drive, or this is already configured, but I will configure it again for the purpose of this thing. So the zip is almost there. I'm going to use this unpack and then use Etcher to make the card. So this is, let's see, we are in downloads now. Where's Etcher? Ah, there's Etcher. Select an, oh yeah, this is an old version, but it will still work. Etcher, Balena Etcher, this is what I'm using. See, download the image, open, select the card, never select the wrong one, flash it. There it goes, 3%. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna open the page for OBS and Nginx RTMP. Look for that. How to set up your own private server. I'm gonna use a lot of these things from here, of course, because I'm not gonna invent the wheel myself. So here says get a server box. That's what we're doing. Raspberry Pi, installing Nginx. All right, I'm gonna do that. This is finished. In the meanwhile, I'm going to create already an empty file that says nothing, and that I'm gonna save on the desktop as SSH because that's a headless Pi, as we call it. And we need to activate SSH to make this work, to be able to enter in the Pi on a distance. I'm gonna remove the extension. Yes, because that's what we need. We need an empty file to actually be able to do this. Well, now we're gonna fast forward to finishing up the flashing because it's gonna take a few more minutes, so bear with me. So here we are again. It says my etcher is out of date, but I don't care. So we'll quit this. We'll eject the card, reinsert. It should display here. Now we have the boot partition. In the boot partition we place the SSH file. It's very important. This will make sure we can SSH the thing. So we just throw this away, and then I can insert the card into the Raspberry. I'm actually using Raspberry Lite for this project. Why? Because it is just better to use for this kind of stuff than the desktop version. So that's the easy explanation actually. Let's see, now we're gonna see if we can SSH terminal. Let's see, SSH pi at, I know usually it gets the address around 176. So it should work now. It's 176. I just analyzed the network. You can analyze it with different tools, but you can also go into the router and see your address. It's possible someone's doing this. Oh yeah, so we have the warning that that the pi has changed. It's also useful information maybe for somebody. If you want to change from pi, then it will go, you have to see your home directory, then you have to show the hidden files. You see the SSH directory, you have known hosts, open with text editor. Here you can erase the previous settings of the IP address that you just try to access. Save it, quit. This happens when you have another pi playing. You just reconfigure a pi on the same address. So yes, password is Raspberry standard. Now I have to see password. Set a new password. Raspberry. Always update your passwords. First thing you do, then you do sudo apt get update. Yes, update your packages. All right. So now we go to the page. I'm just gonna copy these commands because it's easier. Building the trees. You want to continue? Yes. Building the necessary stuff now. Okay, that's done. Now we get the Nginx part saved. All right. We get the let's see. That's also done. We can unpack and unzip it. Done. Untar. Unzip the other files. Yes. We go into the folder of the Nginx that we just unzipped. Now we build Nginx like this. Configure. And it's gonna compile Nginx for us. So actually this is the straightforward copy pasting. You just installed Raspbian, what's it called? Raspberry OS now, I think. So that was step 1. Step 2 is actually just unpacking and installing Nginx. It's quite quick process, as you can see. I'm gonna make, and after that we make install. After this is finished, you actually have a working version of Nginx on your Raspberry. Okay, that is done. So we're gonna make the last, make install, see how long this takes. No, that doesn't take long. That's good. It's installed. Now you can run it using this command. Start server. It is started. Point your browser to HTTP blah blah your server IP, and you will say welcome to Nginx. So we'll test this. HTTP. Well, that's we can do type manually, of course. Your server IP. Let's see, 192.168.1.676. Welcome to Nginx. Server is running, so that is actually good. Alright, configuring and execute RTMP. So we're going to the file local default at user.config, this path, and then now I'm gonna do some other stuff that sudo no, I'm gonna use the text editor built into the Raspberry, going into the file, going all the way down. This is the config file, and what we're gonna do is config an RTMP server. Yes, so there will be RTMP like this server, and then listen 1925. This is the listening port by default, 1925. Chunk size 2 megabytes. I don't know why I did that, but it was somewhere in a file. That is the best configuration. Application tunnel. I'm gonna name this application tunnel. And then live on. Use this live. We're not gonna record off. Now we're gonna push the result to, and this is gonna be interesting, we're gonna push it to, first of all, as tunnel. Now we're gonna first of all push it to YouTube. RTMP, let's say YouTube is gonna be rtmp.youtube.com/live2/. This is the YouTube server that you're gonna use. After this, you can put your own key here. So let's say put key here. So we're gonna make a test video. Live. Let's see, we can make a test video here. We need a standard video stream. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so here you can see your URL. That's what I'm just xrtmp.youtube.com/live2. That was actually what I typed, wasn't it? X, okay. This is A, so maybe make this X. Live2. And then we're gonna copy the stream key. Put that here. That's the stream key that I just generated. So this is already enough to generate a stream. Now just to close it down nice and not forgetting any brackets. Like this. Control X, exit. Save modified buffer, yes. file name to write, this one. Alright, so we just configured the file for YouTube. Let's see if we can test this with OBS. We can stream. Settings. Stream. I'm gonna stream to this server RTMP / tunnel. And stream key will be tunnel as well. This is just a general stream key that I use. RTMP is tunnel. Okay. Restart the server. After configuration, you have to, it's also here on the website, you have to stop it. Let's see. Stop. And start again. I forgot about that. Should work now. Hello, there I am again. Stream. Start. Coding error. And there we go. I start the stream. Hello, by the way, again. And I'm starting the stream, and let's see what happens on YouTube. Let's see if this works. There we go. I see myself. Not yet, but it's coming. There we are. I see myself live. So this is working. This is a proof of concept. I'm gonna exit this. And I'm gonna stop this. And quit this. Yes, I'm live. Alright, so we tested this. This is working. Next thing is we're gonna use S-tunnel to go to, because this configuration I'm using here with the config file. This part you can try to push RTMP-S to Facebook, but it won't work because Facebook uses secure connection nowadays. So we need something to push the RTMP. We push the RTMP to S-tunnel, and through S-tunnel can make a secure connection to Facebook. So we're gonna do that as well to make it a great video, I hope. Sudo apt-get, sorry. S-tunnel. Yes. Alright, we'll go to the config file first. We're gonna configure the Raspberry Pi so it will start everything at startup. And I'm gonna config the file for, let's see, Nginx to add the S-tunnel part in there. Why do I do this like this? Alright, so you can put every server you want here. So you're going to push RTMP to the S-tunnel client, which is this one. 207 / RTMP / and now you get your stream key from Facebook. Alright, I'm gonna use the stream key. This is the address we just entered. This is the stream key copy. I'm gonna use that in our example here. Oops. No. This was correct. And just thought it was incorrect, so I'm gonna paste that again. Yes. Don't forget to end the double point comma. Right. Yes, save. config file is saved. Okay, now we go to let's see, because I always forget where it is. RC local. Where are you? Sudo no RC. We'll call here. You can enter whichever service you want to start after startup. I'm gonna start the sudo systemctl start tunnel 4, and I'm gonna enter sudo user / local / nginx / sbin / nginx. These two services are gonna start at startup. Sudo user local nginx sbin nginx. System will start. These commands are gonna run at startup of the service. Yes. All right. No. Config. Create the config file. Standard config should be like this. Yes. Unless there I'm gonna paste this part in here. Yes. So we have to start again. Oh yeah, sudo. Let's see. So now we're gonna reboot the whole system. I edited the files. So I made a file which was the external configuration basic. So a file called on this directory external.config. Within it this. Then I made a directory. This one, config-d. And I made this file within it this part. Now it should be rebooted. Yes, it is streaming. Let's see if it's also streaming to Facebook. This is what we actually are waiting for. Not yet. That is too bad. Back to here. Let's see. We have yeah. Sudo nano say /s tunnel What was the address again? This one. I think I put in here the accept port, the wrong port, because I was using port 207 actually. No. Reboot. System CTL start. No. Yes. Now restart it again. Streaming. Come on, video. Yes. And we got it. Right here. There we are. So the stream's actually working. So to sum up, which was working in the end, go to this website. I use this code in this file, sudo nano tunnel. I use this code, and then I use this code in the config file, except that I change this port to the port I was using in the config file of the tunnel. I can show that shortly. Let's see. Sudo nano /etc/ / now I forgot the config file, of course, which is user / local / in / conf conf. Yes. So in the end here, I push this stream, push RTMP to to YouTube, to the the server you want. This is the stream key that I you can add any stream key here, and I push it to internally port 207. That's the tunnel part, and then you got the RTMP, and then you have your stream key here from Facebook. I can also push to Twitch or whatever. Just add another server, push RTMP // add the servers, would be like something like twitch.tv blah blah / your stream key, and you can also stream live to Twitch and any other platform you want. So here you are. This is a multiple stream outlet for free, where you can push your stream from OBS on a Raspberry Pi and divide it over a few platforms, which is easier if they are RTMP, if they are don't use SSL. But if they use SSL like Facebook, you can do that with tunnel, which was a bit of a pain in the ass to configure. But I hope you got that. Just have a look at the websites I used. All credit goes to them. But in the end, this took me about 30 minutes, including the compiling of the code. And I think we got quite a nice result. Thank you for watching. This was Creative with Tech. See ya.